Assalamu alaikum. So this is Fun with Ruhab, and we are back with another story, Anansi and the Antelope Baby. Everybody has heard about Anansi the spider and his tricks, of course. He is the eight-legged king of mischief, and he is never short of ideas for having fun, usually at the expense of other creatures. But even he needs some help from time to time, and that's when you might get to see he has a decent side to his character as well. You can see this is Anansi the spider with eight legs. One day he was hanging around in a bush, spinning a web as spiders do. Anansi was thinking about all tricks he might play when suddenly he smelled smoke. He scrambled to the top of the bush to find out what was going on, and his eyes nearly popped out. The forest was on fire, and a wall of flame was heading his way. You can see the forest was on fire. Oh no, I am in big trouble now, Anansi muttered to himself. My little legs will never outturn that fire. What can I do? All the animals in the forest were running away. Anansi called out to each one as they rushed past, "Help me, please!" But none of them did as he asked. Anansi didn't have many friends because of all the tricks he had played. The flames were getting closer and closer, and the smoke was making him cough. The last animal to run past was Antelope. This is Antelope. Nancy called out to her, and much to his relief, she stopped. "Quick, jump on my back," she said. "You don't have much time." Nancy didn't need to be told twice. He leaped onto her back and she ran off, her long legs flying over the ground. Nancy clung on as she bounced up and down. You can see Nancy. The flames were just behind them, and she thought they were not going to make it, but they did. They reached the edge of the forest where the fire stopped. "Phew, that was close," said Anansi, lowering himself to the ground. "I can't thank you enough, Antelope. If you ever need any help, you can certainly count on me." "That's very kind of you, Anansi," said Antelope. "Take care of yourself. Cheerio." Anansi watched her go, then went on his way himself. Time passed and things settled down again. The forest started growing. All the animals came back, and Anansi got up to his usual mischief. But he had a soft spot for Antelope and never tried any trick on her or her new baby, a beautiful little creature she clearly adored. One day, Anansi was hanging around in a tree when he saw the two of them. "You stay here, baby," Anansi heard Antelope say as she tucked him under a bush. "I'm going to get some of that sweet grass you love. Don't worry, I won't be long." This is Antelope baby. Then she bounded off. Anansi turned to leave, but then he saw two hunters come out from behind a nearby rock. Anansi hid behind the tree so they would not spot him. "Come on after her," said the first hunter. "We can return for the baby later." Anansi watched them go and felt worried about his friend. He decided she would probably be all right though. She could run like the wind and she had escaped hunters before. But what if she kept going thinking she was leading them away from baby? The hunters would just give up the chase and come back for him. Anansi realized that only he could save baby. But what could he do? Anansi desperately racked his brain, and at last it came to him. What if he spun a web around the bush so the hunters couldn't see baby? Anansi quickly got to work, but the hunters came back before he would finish. Anansi stopped what he was doing and watched them nervously from behind a leaf. They looked rather cross, so Anansi guessed Antelope had escaped. Where is the baby? Said the first hunter. This was the place, wasn't it? Yes, I thought he was under this bush, said the second hunter, although it looked different now. It didn't have the spider web on it. You are right, said the first hunter, but let's have a closer look. Anansi felt a surge of panic. He had to finish the web. He started spinning as fast as he could, keeping one step ahead of them as they walked round the bush. It was touch and go, but he got the whole bush covered just in time. Then he lowered himself to the ground beside baby and waited, holding his breath. No, this can't be the same bush, said the first hunter at last. Come on then, said the second hunter, let's look elsewhere. Anansi only breathed out. Once he knew the hunters had gone. At that moment, Antelope came running up. Baby, she cried out. Where are you, baby? Don't worry, Antelope, said Anansi, tugging a hole in the web. Here he is. Anansi told Antelope what had happened, and she was very relieved. Oh, Anansi, she said, I will never be able to thank you enough. Think nothing of it, said Anansi. That's what friends are for. The other animals didn't believe it when Antelope told them he had said that, but for once the king of mischief really mean it. So this is the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment me what is the moral of this story. Okay, Allah Hafiz.